Oh yeah, bro. Did you play that Fallout game?
Yeah, I did. That game was amazing.
Yeah. Have you listened to the radio, bro? This is my favourite song on the radio.
Oh, I swear.
Yeah, look. Anyway, but
You see, I want to go to Japan. Oh my god, yo, wow. I've seen it as well. I love Japan, man.
Are you okay? What happened?
No, it's the students. Horrible.
Boys, I said sign the work for a reason.
This student with ASD is struggling with noise. This has led to an overstimulation, forcing them to just let it out. How can we help them?
So, first of all, it's good the teacher has tried to quiet the class because we need a quiet environment to work in. Maybe the teacher could have some spare ear defenders in the drawer in the desk, just in case, because that might help the student. They may not want to go out of class and get some. Also, for teachers to have a look on their registers, look at the boxes, see if there's any students with additional needs, and try and look at the key messages for that student in ways to support them.
Yeah, Thursday, Friday, we're in that. It's Thursday now, so I can't.
The lesson is cancelled.
No, it isn't. The teacher and the students are probably running a bit late. It happens sometimes. Simple change in a routine can ruin everything for someone with autism. Something simple as a location change, the time they do a thing, even when they have lunch. How can we help them?
First of all, explain to them sometimes things do change, that is part of life, and we have to find a way of coping with that. So I'd have that conversation with them. I would apologise it's been cancelled, but sometimes things do happen out of our control. We have to find a way forward to deal with that situation. So I might suggest maybe they would like to go to the library and do some study, or maybe they'd like to go and sit in West Side if that's something they're able to do, or they could come into the SEND room and see if there's a private room that they could do some coursework, revision there, or they could come and get a pass to go into W011, which is a quieter space where they could do some work with like-minded people.
Did you see that new Coronation Street episode?
No, I didn't. What happened?
Well, what was his deal?
Who knows?
Did you play that Ace Attorney game? Oh, the one with the lawyer that has the funny hair? Yeah! Is he okay? Maybe he's in a rush. Solving issues. What happened here? Okay, you all do your work, and I'll just have a conversation outside.
People with autism can struggle with a variety of things from noises to scheduling conflicts, even with emotions and understanding phases in people's feelings. For someone like the young lad we have been watching, emotions are like a mask you can't take off. It looks like they might be happy or really sad. They might not be. They might just look like it. They will not have any idea of that. They will just expect them to know. So, how can we help them?
I think sometimes it's having scenarios with that student. I understand that feelings can be difficult for lots of different people, whether they have ASD or not. But it's trying to find some common ground where I tend to use scenarios like something might have happened and I might say, well, this is how it's affected me. It could affect people differently. You know, how would you feel in that situation? Now, sometimes that works, sometimes it doesn't, but it's a work in progress. There are different ways of helping people with emotions. Sometimes, you know, we tend to use flashcards with emotions. Maybe if you're having one-to-ones with that student who has ASD, you could do some role play work, like I just said, using flashcards, playing a game, and exploring different people's emotions and maybe why they have those emotions, and maybe it's something that triggers that emotion that maybe I myself or somebody else does and we don't realise sometimes. But I think it's a two-way thing. You know, it's not just people with ASD who sometimes struggle with emotions. Some people without sometimes don't, or they just don't realise that other people deal with things differently and it can affect them in different ways.